idea of running a half marathon, I think, came into being sometime around January.
I think I died you on.
So I just began research and then decided on the Deception Pass half marathon.
What made you decide to do this marathon?
Peer pressure. Probably the main factor was I've never been to the Pacific Northwest before, Washington, Oregon, any of those, and when Canyon reached out, asked me about doing this half marathon, I was like, oh man, like I just hear it's gorgeous up there. It's just a place I've always wanted to visit, and so when he was talking about it being through some of the most beautiful scenery in Washington, I was like, done. Like that's all you had to tell me.
Right, today's the day, baby. Probably just gonna go check in and then try to stay warm before the race.
Personal fitness is always a goal of mine. Running has definitely been a weak point for me, and so I decided that I need to work on that.
I feel like when I'm running, I'm kind of at my best. Like everything else in my life seems to fall into order. I'm more disciplined in other areas, and so it's one thing that I feel like I have complete control over. School, relationships, other things you don't really have control over. It's a lot of outside factors. But when I'm running, I feel like it's just me.
I always knew that running is a big part of gaining mental strength. Because before this, like the most I had ever ran was probably 2 miles at a time.
Can't decide if it's going to be fun or not, but hey, if it's a challenge, it'll be a fun accomplishment.
Just 2.5 minutes. Let's start making your way to the arch. Five.
Tanner is kind of the one making this. He put in our group chat when we were talking about and sharing stuff. We're already gonna get the dub, and then I was kind of like, you know, maybe I can. Before I was gonna try to take it chill, and then I was like, no, you know what, I'm gonna get it.
2 more miles and I get the dub!
No, I like to think the ability to fight through pain and to struggle is a strength of mine.
Running long distance has never been a strong suit of mine. It's something that I really admire about people who are adamant about it, passionate about it, do great with long distance, especially marathons.
It's just kind of one of those things. I felt motivated at that time, and so I got my phone out and I was like, hey, do you think I could be ready for the half marathon in March? I think I texted him end of January or so. And he's like, yeah, I'm sure you could. And then he sent me a workout plan, and I've been trying to follow it the best I can.
He got a little jig with it.
Oh.
All right, so getting ready to head over to the west side of Washington. We're going to be meeting up with Bailey, with Canyon, and with Barrett. Bailey and Barrett are flying into Washington today. Canyon's picking them up, and then we're all going to stay in an Airbnb.
All right, officially heading out. Cargo loading at the pancake shop.
It's my favorite time in Seattle, apparently.
everyone who runs it says it's just beautiful. Like, I've never seen anything like it before. Just running around coastlines, up on bluffs, through forests. It's absolutely beautiful. I've seen too many runners get burned out by just, the gun goes off and they just start sprinting, and that kind of throws off the rest of their race. And so I just a conscious effort to kind of just stride, take my time, settle down, and get to where I need to be. Don't be influenced by kind of those around me.
Around halfway, I was actually that's probably the best I felt during the whole race. Was around like mile 6, 7. Just like through the most beautiful woods, the most beautiful scenery. We were cooking downhill most of that time. We had just finished the hardest uphill of the course, so once I knew like that was behind me, I was like, all right, anything that it can throw at me from here on out will be not as bad. So felt a little worse shortly after that, but right around the halfway, it was great.
How long ago did Barrett come through? Thank you.
There he is!
One problem was, I felt like it was kind of shoddily thrown together. The markings weren't super clear. There were other people walking on the trail, so there was just a lot going on. It wasn't always clear where you were going.
I was in a group of a few different guys, and we were pacing each other, and I was feeling really good because it was around the halfway mark, and then all of us took a wrong turn, and we ended up doing one of the loops twice. After that, I kind of lost my tempo, and it was just a little bit discouraging missing that turn. So, but it is what it is sometimes.
2 more miles and I get a dub!
2 more miles!
Keep going.
It was kind of a surreal experience.
Let's go, brought home that dub!
I've never done anything like it before. I ran quite a few, and it was just awesome to know that against everybody in the race, 150 field or more, that I was able to come out on top.
How did it feel when you finished the half marathon?
Terrible.
Did you feel accomplished by any means?
Nope, not right away. Definitely not right away. I think that came probably about 20 to 30 minutes after the run. Eventually, I think accomplishment set in.
It was worth the hype, it was worth the pain. Lots of pain was involved, but it's definitely worth it for sure. I feel pretty accomplished with what I was able to do.
Now that I've developed a habit of running, it's something that I want to keep doing even after this half marathon.
Honestly, my next goal would be to continue on to a full marathon, just continue my training, build on it, use it as a step ladder, and then keep progressing to the full 26 miles.
Yeah, I want to really incorporate it in my life. Hopefully, it's just kind of on and off from here with running.